What's up? My name's Shinobazu. I'm the lead organizer. And I guess for the intents and purposes of this video, Mr. Twitch Vegas, welcome. I'm going to tell you guys today about the very first event that I ever put on. Wasn't super crazy. It was pretty much like, I think we only had like 20-30 people come out. But basically, I'm just gonna go over the process of what I did to set up that event, how I got people there, and just, I guess, kind of whatever from there. Anyway, so my very first event was in February. It was in February of 2019. This is the first event I set up. I guess it was a streamer meetup, if you would. But it was February 2019. I basically went on Facebook and I went to the last streamer meetup that someone else had ran. I don't know too much about the people who used to do it. It was somebody who used to work, actually let me move this over a little bit. It was somebody who used to work over at the esports arena. For whatever reason, they stopped doing it, or at the very least, if they continued to try to do it, they didn't promote it properly and they stopped giving out free drinks. So long story short, people stopped showing up. So I decided to do it myself. So I basically went to the Facebook event that they had created some odd months ago. I basically created another event very similar to that one. I took the same picture they used, so on and so forth, at the esports arena, and I said, hey, my name is Shinobazu. I'm a Twitch partner. I'm throwing a streamer meetup. First drink is on me. All you have to do is fill out the form that's linked below so you can sign up. Basically just ask for like their email, their Twitter, and their Twitch account, and their first and last name. We'll get you signed in, and then I'll get you your free drink. Come out and have a good time. And that was pretty much it in terms of like setup. Made the Facebook event. I invited everybody I knew who was a streamer, and then I went and I posted that event inside the event page for the previous event from the other guy who did it. And it was kind of like, all right, that's kind of like foot in the door, if you would. From there, basically I went around talking to different streamers. I pretty much just DM'd every streamer that I had known that I'd either met at that event or met at other events since then, and told them, hey, I know you're from the Las Vegas area. Wanted to give you a quick heads up. I'm doing a streamer meetup. If you want to come out, chill, talk, chop it up, blah, 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 any of that other stuff. It's not being ran by the venue, it's being ran by me, but first drink's still on me, so come out, have a free drink, make some friends, have a good time. I'd love to have you. And I basically did that for like, I want to say like anywhere between 40 to 100 people. May have not been that many, but it was pretty much literally anybody who I knew was a streamer and was from the Las Vegas area, whether they streamed to 1,000 viewers or 2 viewers. I basically just went through the list. Anybody who I knew was a streamer, was considering streaming, told me they were thinking about streaming, used to be a streamer, XYZ. If you had a Twitch account and you're in the Las Vegas area and I knew you, I sent you a DM, hey yo, I'm throwing an event, you should come out, so on and so forth. In terms of planning for the event, I ran obviously, I've always been a pretty big believer of ask forgiveness, not permission. But I did run doing an event by the people at the esports arena beforehand. This was done at the Luxor. Basically, it's the HyperX esports arena is what it's referred to now. I hit up some of the guys who work there, told them, hey, I'm planning on having a streamer meetup. Is it cool if we meet up upstairs? They said, yeah, it's perfectly fine. They were super excited about it. I told them, cool, just make sure everybody knows and that we're gonna be there. Afterwards, for the event, the only thing I could think of we needed is I wanted to have business cards to give out so that I could give people my card so they would know about the next meetup, because I wanted to do something else soon. And also just, as a way to network, make new friends, try to connect with people. I couldn't make everybody else have business cards, but at the very least, I made sure everyone could connect to me, and then hopefully I could connect other people together, or they'd find, trade Twitch accounts, trade follows, stuff like that, and they'd be able to keep up. So I knew I needed business cards, but I already had some left over from the previous TwitchCon that was made by another streamer here in town. So I had my business cards ready. The other thing I wanted to have was name tags. Normally Twitch would have, like, whenever you go to like an official Twitch event, they'd have a hi, my Twitch ID is. I wanted to come up with something cool like that, but I wasn't able to get them ready in time. I worked with a friend of mine to get them made, but she couldn't get them delivered in time. So I ended up going to just CVS, grabbing some name tags and grabbing some Sharpies, and I was like, hey, cool, blah, blah, blah. Here's some name tags, people can write, who they are, whether their real name, their streamer name, whatever. And that way it's a little bit easier for meeting new people and all that jazz. The next thing that I did was I didn't know how many people were coming out. I think on the event, if I look back, there was probably like 30 or 40 people on Facebook that said they were coming. You can never be too sure of Facebook RSVP. Some people put they're coming and don't show up. Another thing with Facebook RSVP is a lot of people will just put they're interested, and then they won't put they're coming until day of. So like the number of people going shot up over the course of the event. But I knew I was expecting somewhere between 20 and 50 people. I'm buying everybody's first drink. So in my head, I'm like, probably gonna cost me like $10 a drink. I'm gonna need 500 bucks. I didn't have $500 on me. I had like $300 on me to spare. So I went to a payday loan place, Rapid Cash. Don't necessarily recommend everyone do this, but this is what I did because I wanted to make sure I had enough money for the event. So I went to the payday loan place, got like a payday loan of like, you know, an extra 500 bucks just so I had money on me. So in the off chance, somehow my tab ended up being $1,000, I wasn't completely broke looking at it. I'm like, hey, look, I know I said I'd get everyone's drinks, but I'm broke. So I did that. And then I went to the venue. I actually went to the payday loan place right before going to the event. So like 6 o'clock, 6:30-ish, probably 5:30, 6 o'clock, I went to the payday loan place. And I left the payday loan place to go get the name tags, and I hopped on from the name tags, hopped on the freeway, and then went down to the event. Now this was, I want to say it was on a Friday night, which was a mistake on my part. Every event after this has been on a Saturday. But I had this event on a Friday night. It was a mistake on my part for multiple different reasons, but on top of everything else, I got off the freeway and exit early. So for those who don't know, this event we had at the Luxor for you Vegas people. The Luxor, you get off at the Tropicana, you make a right, and you're basically right there. I accidentally hopped off at Flamingo because it just been so long since I've been there. I had forgotten, and I didn't want to miss the exit and have to flip around. So I fucked up. I got off at Flamingo and then just tried to take Las Vegas Boulevard up. I probably spent a half hour, 45 minutes. I didn't get there. The event starts at 7. I wanted to be there at 6:30. I left at 6, and I ended up not getting there until like 7:15. I ended up spending probably like 30, 40 minutes in traffic just trying to get from Flamingo to Tropicana. If you're not from Vegas, Las Vegas Boulevard is one of the worst streets to try to drive on. It is one of the even worse streets to try to drive on during like prime time or during, you know, what would be rush hour. So I literally probably spent 30 to 40 minutes just trying to get one block. It's really like 2 blocks, but in real streets, it's only like 1 block because it's literally just Flamingo, Tropicana, but there's a bunch of little Las Vegas Boulevard streets in between. But I literally, like I said, spent almost close to an hour just stuck in traffic trying to get from Flamingo to Tropicana so I can get into the Luxor, which that was terrible. I was super pissed off because I was late to my own event. And I had other stuff going on. I forgot my phone charger. I didn't charge my phone, so I think my phone had like 20, 30% left, so I knew my phone was gonna be dead before the event, and it was all bad because my phone dies, I can't get people's information, I can't, you know, follow people on Twitter, hit people up on Twitch, so it was gonna make it really hard for me to network and things like that, and it was just a frustrating thing to deal with. But either way, I get there. When I get there, the people working the front of the venue don't know that we're having an event. That kind of pisses me off. I asked them, they're like, yo, I'm here for the streamer event. The first guy looks at me like he's confused. I'm just like, yo, I'm having a streamer event. Don't be fucking confused about this. There should already be people here. Where did you send them? I don't know. I didn't know there was a streamer event. I was just like, all right, man. Kind of irritated at this point, but it's my fault. I should have been there early to help prevent this from happening. But I'm still irritated because, like, I told the venue in advance, told whoever was running the venue or supposed to be in charge of the venue in advance, we were gonna have a meetup. He should have known, whatever. It went the way it did. After that, basically, I go to the bar because I know some of the bartenders, asked him downstairs, so what's going on. The bartender told me he started sending people upstairs. However, he did know that some people that came got told there was no event going on and they went home because there was like, they assumed like maybe they got skamazed or something and came on the wrong day. So I was kind of pissed off because some people we didn't miss. We probably had like about 35 people, but I only counted 28. There was, to my understanding, about 4 or 5 people who showed up, got told there was no event and left, which is kind of irritating. But again, my own fault for not being there on time. And I'm still, like I said, slightly mad at the venue that didn't make it clear to their staff we were having an event and what was going on. They kind of treated it like whatever, so that kind of pissed me off. But either way, eventually, I thanked the bartender downstairs for the information and for sending people. I told him, hey, if anyone else shows up, they come down here, send them upstairs, I'll take care of them. He, you know, hooked him up, he hooked me up, he took care of that, went upstairs, kind of set up a little area, and then I also sat my business cards at the front desk and said, hey, anybody comes here for the streamer meetup, give them my business card. people working the front didn't do that. Again, pissed me off. One of the main reasons why I had issues or was irritated about the idea of working with the esports arena was just because of how I was treated in that scenario. It was really annoying for me to like kind of go through the effort to setting up the event and then kind of just have the staff not have a fucking clue what was going on and then have them do next to nothing to actually help me facilitate the event. It was really irritating. I may do something again with them in the future, but if I do, promise you, like, that will not happen. If it does, I will probably never talk to them again, but like, I will make damn sure it doesn't happen again if I do anything, because I'm going to have my own people stationed at the front and stationed upstairs to deal with anything going on, because that was just really stupid and should have never happened. But I digress. Anyway, I get the name tags, I go upstairs, I start introducing myself to people, I start, you know, sussing people out. You here for the streamer meetup? You here for the streamer meetup? I'm directing them upstairs, you know, getting everyone grouped up. Getting everybody name tags, introducing myself to people, and I'm like, hey, blah, blah, my name's Shino, I'm running the event tonight, and it's like, oh, so is the venue event? I was like, nah, just me, putting it on myself. Wanted you guys to come out, have a good time. Got some name tags, you guys want to write your names down so people know who you are. I've got my card, I handed everybody my business card. This is also my manager Lisa was with me at the time. I was like, this is my manager. She also does like handles a lot of my stuff. She helped out a lot. If you guys have any questions and I'm not around, feel free to bug her. But let's get everybody a drink, so. I checked everyone's ID myself, you know what I mean? There was a couple people underage, so we didn't get them anything alcoholic. I got them like lemonade or something non-alcoholic from the bar. Basically got everyone a drink at the bar. We had some more people show up. I got them a drink and kind of made a thing of like, hey, you just got here. My name is Shino, pleasure to meet you. What are you drinking? Grab them a drink, you know what I mean? Just paid for it all myself on my card. I put my card on tab and then I ended up paying cash, as I said I withdrew some money. And then since we had a bunch of people there, it wasn't a lot, but you know, it was about 20 people. I also decided to, yo, what can we do to get some finger food, you know what I mean? So I bought like 4 or 5 plates of some chicken fingers and some fries out so people can go grab some fries, grab some chicken fingers, kind of snack on some stuff. And just pretty much just let everyone kind of shake out, hang out. You know, I didn't have like any mini games planned or anything like that. It was literally just, hey, this is a cool venue. Eventually I got the guy who I'd spoken to who was supposed to be helping me run the event from the esports arena side to meet up with me. And I was like, hey, got some people with me. You mind giving them a tour of the venue so they can see what it's like here? So I had him give them the tour of the esports arena, the VIP area, the back room, stuff like that. So it's pretty cool. But for the most part, we just kind of focus on chilling, having a good time, let everybody hang out, let everyone ask, you know, their questions, do this, that, this. And it's kind of like I said, it was a streamer meetup, but it wasn't anything huge. I don't know if we took a group photo. There were some selfies taken, but nothing really big. But I did count heads, and I did a really good job of keeping the idea of names or whatever. And so ideally, I think we had about 28 people come out to the event, minus the 4 or 5 people who showed up but like left before I got there, which again, sorry, if you were part of those people, I apologize that I missed you. But yeah, that's pretty much how I ran my first event. The event, all in all, I think I ended up spending like $220 in drinks, and everybody wanted to drink. And then I did order food, but because the food took a really long time to come out, they ended up not charging me for it. And I ordered 2 sets of chicken fingers and fries, but they didn't charge me for it, which I guess was kind of cool on their part. But ultimately, you know, I ordered food. All in all, I think I spent like $220 at the bar in terms of drinks, and then I tipped each of the bar. There were 2 bartenders working upstairs. I tipped each of them $20. Just because I told other people got more drinks and did stuff on their own, but I told people you should tip your bartenders, but I know how some people are, they don't really do it, so I wanted to make sure I at least broke the bartenders a little something for hooking us up and taking care of us over the night. And it was pretty cool. I enjoyed the event. A lot of people had a good time. Eventually, we did do another event the following month at a different venue, but a lot of the people who showed up to the first event, they said they really liked it, and they hoped there was more like it, and so I decided and took it upon myself, if no one's going to do it, no one's going to do it right, I'm going to do it. And that's how Mr. Twitch Vegas, your boy Shinobazu, ran his very first streamer meetup. This is before I was powered by Twitch, before I was working with anybody else. It was literally just me, my manager, mostly just me. My manager helped out a little bit. She showed up, obviously, but this was, you know, kind of just me putting something together, having people come out and have a good time. So if you decide you want to do a meetup in your area, now you know, don't have to be all fancy. Probably only costs $200-300. If that sounds like too much, get 3 or 4 friends. All you guys put in $50. Bam, you've got enough money for a meetup. Kick back, get some name tags, get some business cards, have a good time. Either way, that's it for today. Catch you guys next time. Deuces.